the title track, which is a spiral, stands for rebirth, renewal. It was only until like the latest, how do you say, the end of the actual recording of the album that we decided that that was going to be the title track of the album because it really has a nice overview of what the majority of the songs are about. Not all of them. Um, as a band, musically, artistically, and also the visual side of Epica, we felt that after Omega and the Alchemy project, that we wanted to implement some little changes and learn from the things that we've done with the other latest albums and see where we still had potential to grow ourselves as musicians, as a band, but also as individuals, going through many things in our lives. Some beautiful, some not so nice. Mark, for example, became a father. So that was also opened a total new dimension for him when it comes to writing music and also lyrics. And the song Darkness Dies in Light is also about the birth of his daughter that through something so beautiful, it takes away all the ugliness in life, all the darkness. There's a little tribute to the castle of my home country because we were a little bit on the spooky train with The Ghost in Me and also the song Time. I thought I'll write about the little, how do you say, haunting mansion, the haunting castle of a mother in search for the souls of her children that died. That's a little morbid, but I'm a big horror movie fan,
Yeah.
so it doesn't come as a surprise. I have written also lyrics about songs about movies, like Interview with the Vampire is one of them. Yeah, what else? Arcana is also reaching a little bit more into the spiritual realm with tarot cards. I never had any idea about what it means until I had a session with Rob on a tour once, and it was very striking, the cards that I drew, and I thought this could be a cool thing to write lyrics about. So it's sometimes you don't really have a plan or you make a plan and just things happen in your life that you then include in the writing of the music, of the lyrics,
Yeah.
and even the artwork. And a spiral was kind of born already in 2022 without us knowing it, because Rob and I went in America to the people that have the art of Tukalski and who made the documentary that I watched because Rob recommended it to me.
Okay.
And our art director or the graphic designer for the artwork is a German friend of mine. He's also a sculptor, and he happens to also be a admirer of Stanislav Tukalski. So there were a couple of kind of full circle moments on a spiral, which I think is really beautiful and a lot of things coming together. Yeah, the different thing for us was that we had more writing sessions and
Okay.
a different location. And for Omega, we did like one writing session, a longer one, and we really liked that. Epic band members live in 4 different countries, and in between all the touring that we do, it's there's no more time to get together because we also have families and friends and need to rest. But for a spiral, we made sure that we didn't fully, fill up the year with touring, that there would be enough space and time for us to have the peace to work together on the songs. And also in the recording process with Joost, we worked again with him. He was also there during the writing sessions. With the Alchemy project, we wanted to give the songs a little bit more of a live feeling on the album without being too polished. And in order to do that, we had the drums, guitar, and bass record the song at the same time.
Okay.
And normally, and with all the other albums, you first start with the drums, after that the guitars and the bass, and then all the other instruments.
Okay.
But we really loved that vibe for the Alchemy project, so we wanted to take that with us for a spiral as well. And that, I think, worked out really well and was a lot of fun for the guys to record the songs together, because normally the recording process of an album can be very lonely, you know. I mean, I am alone in the end recording my vocals. Sometimes one of the band members comes to say hi. Yeah, and recording vocals is not my favorite thing to do. I like to be on the stage and not in like in a little room studio and singing the same song over and over again. I love the spontaneity of being on the stage and singing the song like from start to finish once, and not phrases and or just only the verses. But yeah, that's something we did now with Aspiral, and we had a great time in the studio. We had the same orchestra, the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra, recorded the beautiful orchestral parts, and yeah, Joost recorded, so he produced and he mixed the album as well, and I think he did an amazing job. Well, we played a couple songs live. We did Aspiral, we did Time, Fight to Survive, Cross the Divide, Arcana, Apparition we now recently did for the first time, which was really cool. But for recording, I think probably Obsidian Heart, because it is so high in the chorus, that the belting, that you have to be, you know, of course you have to have a good technique, good support. But if you're tired, you probably know that as well. And at the end of the day, your voice is like, bleh, it's like that. Yeah, that really had to come out of my toes, like singing it in the studio, like really pull a lot of ugly faces while singing it. And yeah, then you get Obsidian Heart in the end. I have no idea when we were in San Salvador. I think, if I'm correct, we were playing at some kind of museum. Yes, yeah. And we had a little tour through the museum, and also our dressing room was in a museum. And I think we played outside, and I think I was wearing the white dress, and there was Beatles flying on the stage.
Really?
And there was also a Beatle on the stage, and I took like a piece of paper and tried to get it off the stage before anybody would step on it. But and I think also I remember Isaac walking on the side of like the walls. There were like stone walls, and he went off stage and walked on there, and that there were a lot of fans, of course, in the audience, but also outside listening to the show. But that show outside at the museum was cool, and it was funny because before the show, I think everybody was getting ready, putting on the stage clothes, and Arjen, our drummer, was watching something on his phone. And we told him, like, Arjen, showtime is in like 30 minutes. Why aren't you getting ready? And he totally forgot what the show time was. And he was just, watching something and chilling. And we were all getting ready, and we had to laugh really hard. But luckily, he only takes like 2 minutes to get into his stage clothes, and then he can go on stage. Yeah, I mean, we are now promoting Aspiral, so we will play a lot of new songs, but also the classics that everybody loves. And we will have a beautiful light show, and we bring a lot of energy. And yeah, we're just gonna have a good time, I guess. Like what people normally know from Epica is that we like to have fun on stage and interact with the audience and put on the best show we can. Hola amigos de El Salvador. Epica is coming back in September. We're gonna play lots of songs for you. The new album, of course, is Aspiral, but a lot of old songs, maybe Crack the Moon as well. So muchas gracias. I can't wait to see you, and stay metal.